Hello Libra, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How are you, Libra? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Libra, there's been a whole pile of people that showed up over the last few days or the week or so. And if you are a brand new Libra and you're just arriving here at 10 of Cups Tarot, thank you for doing that. I hope you will subscribe. That subscription button is in the bottom right-hand corner. And we are trying to build this tribe, this Libra tribe. So thank you if you are a cross watcher or you're a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We're going to use a couple of oracle decks this week. And we are going to put down the oracles, and then we're going to follow it up with tarot, and we're going to find out what is coming up for you in the week ahead. So my readings are always for the week ahead if you're not familiar with how I work, and my readings are always for the week ahead whenever you find them. Today, tomorrow, next year. Whenever you find them, it'll be always predictions. Let me find out what is going on for you, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra, please. What do we have for Libra in the week ahead? Libra. Libra, we have you with a deep knowing. Very interesting. I feel like you will be in the energy next week of having some sort of a deep knowing about something. We do have card number 43, and for me 43 is a 7, and 7s are about heaven. So we do have you can see that we have an owl standing on the full moon. I feel, Libra, that you have made some sort of decision around the full moon energy. Look, it was a very big energy, right? It was on the 19th of August, and it was a full moon in Aquarius, and Pluto entered Aquarius on that day, and it was a blue moon, a super moon. There's a lot of energy going towards releasing something. It feels like you have come to a realization maybe that you have a deep knowing that there was something that needed to be released here. Maybe you're releasing it in the week ahead. We do have message in a bottle. It is a very deeply emotional knowing, a deeply emotional thing that is going on here. Message in a bottle. It feels like for some of you, you could be receiving a message that makes you overly emotional, or the message in the bottle. When somebody puts a message in a bottle and throws it in the drink, right? It's there for years. Sometimes it can be there for years. We don't know if there's messages in a bottle floating out there right now. And so I feel like it's almost like it finds you, but it feels like it is somebody that you haven't spoken with in years, like 40 years. And I'm not talking romance. I mean, for some of you it could be, but it almost feels like a friendship or a deep psychic connection with somebody. It feels like a friendship, and I feel like you're going to be very emotional when you get this message. But I feel like you already have a deep knowing, Libra, that there is something coming here, that there is a messenger coming here. We do have card number 15, which is the card of the devil energy in the tarot. And so I feel like it almost, it shocks you, but I feel like it's also, this person is probably someone that's been on your mind. Who's on your mind? Why are you watching this? Who you're watching this for? This person's been on your mind, and I think it's been for years. And I'm talking like a long period of time. Like when a message goes into a message in a bottle is in the water, it could be there for years. I'm talking like 40, 50 years. Like it could be a really long time. It doesn't have to be, but it feels like that way to me. 1 and 5 is 6. It could be a long lost love for some of you. It could be 6 is the lovers in the tarot. And then we have Treasure Island. You're about to be very, very happy. It feels like again, we've got water, right? You can see both of these cards. They're kind of halfway up here in the emotion. We've got water. We've got card number 9. There's been silence between you and somebody else for a long while. And it doesn't, like I say, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic. We do have hearts and stars that are floating about from this treasure chest on the back of this turtle. And that's why I think it's years, like long, long time, because turtles, they grow old for a long, long time. Like some of them, I don't think we actually know how long they live, but I know that we do know that they can live to be like 150, 200 years old. Like they're like part of the dinosaur age, right? Like some of them have survived since then, but it feels like somebody is bringing you treasure. And it's emotional treasure. It's like something that you're finding again. It feels like something you're recouping. Bottom of the deck, we have chop wood. Hard work, but also reciprocal hard work. Somebody who's very true and honest, slow moving. Somebody who is a hard worker. One card from here, and then we'll go to the tarot. Tell me what's going on for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's going on for Libra. We have grasshopper spirit. It says, take a leap of faith. Isn't that interesting? Take a leap of faith. So I feel like you've got this hard knowing that there is a message that's about to arrive, or a messenger. And I feel like this message is something that's going to make you incredibly overly emotional, because it feels like it's something that you lost, which now is going to be found. Treasure Island, it means everything to you. And with the card number 9, it's like it feels like for some of you it could be wisdom. Maybe it's wisdom lost about a situation that you're going to be notified about. We have card number 30. We could be talking about some sort of a partnership. Now, when I say partnership, I don't mean love. I mean pentacles. I mean community. I mean a friendship, somebody who is on your team, on your side. It feels like you're about to take a leap of faith into some sort of a partnership. Bottom of the deck, we do have act as if. So it feels like taking the leap of faith is something that, Libra, that you don't often do because you require balance. But it feels like balance is here, right? Card number 14 is temperance. So I feel like if you can fake it till you make it, that's what it feels like. Act as if, you know, in the chameleon, no matter what they touch, they turn that color. So they blend in with the scenery. So I want to say, if you can just pretend that you know what you're doing, that's going to be a lot of hard work. But I feel if you pretend what you know what you're doing, things are going to work out for you here. Let's get a deck and let's look at some tarot. Tell me about Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. There's a comment pinned to the top of all the comments with all the information you need. All my prices and packaging is over there at Wizio. Tell me about this deep knowing. What is this deep knowing that Libra has, please? Seven of Cups. That something was an illusion. You have a deep knowing. It's almost like somebody knew. If you're dealing with, if this means romance to you, you knew how they felt, but they weren't saying so. But you've always known it. This could be a job that you applied for years ago, and it's showing up now. And you were confused as to why they didn't pick you, but they were about to pick you. They just didn't at the time. It's like divine timing. The deep knowing is like divine timing. That card number 43 is a 7, which is heaven, which is, you know, where things happen divinely. So it feels like that you were confused as to why, and this is the part of the deep knowing. You could have Piscean energy, but you don't have to. But the Piscean energy is the deep knowing energy. And it feels like somebody here had a deep knowing that there was an illusion here. It was confusing as to why things weren't working out the way you wanted it to, and I think it was a divine timing thing. That's what it feels like. It wasn't supposed to work out, and you were supposed to feel confused and be an illusion, and because you do have the deep knowing, but it's almost like you knew that it was going to happen, but you thought it was going to happen right now. Like I say to people when they watch these readings, Libra, don't expect everything to happen around the corner, like next week. Like I say that it is next week, but understand that, you know, it's in divine timing, right? All of it is, always, always, always. Tell me about a message in a bottle. We do have the Judgment card. Interesting. It's going to send you on a different trajectory in your life. It's going to change a lot of things. The universe is calling on you to make a decision when this message arrives. Tell me about Treasure Island. We have the Hermit. Isn't that neat? Card number 9, the Hermit, shows up with card number 9. A lot of synchronicities in my readings today. I've been doing quite a few and to catch up, and there's a lot of synchronicities in the readings here. So I feel like you have been thinking about this, and that's why it's showing up, because wherever your thoughts go, that's where your energy flows. And I want to say that you have a lot of wisdom, and you're about to make some sort of decision here. You can see that the Hermit is holding the light out toward this judgment, and this is the Star. I want to heal the situation. I need to get a little light on the subject, make sure that I see all the details. But I feel like you are somebody who has been hiding yourself away, possibly. But I feel like you're very spiritual, like a sage. I want to say, Libra, like you're come to a point in your life where I feel like you've gained so much wisdom that you're so deeply into your own confidence. That might be the treasure, for sure. Could be the treasure. Tell me about taking a leap of faith here. It says, take a leap of faith with the grasshopper spirit. If you take the leap of faith, it is going to work out in your favor. The Six of Wands is here, and that is about victory after the fight, after the war, after a hard time. Victory after something has gone incredibly wrong. It feels like you are about to get some sort of either some attention, or you're about to get some sort of victory. People are about to notice you getting victory. We do have the Sun here, which tells us that this is a card of Leo. Could be a Leo. We do have Virgo energy, Virgo and Pisces. We have Pisces here. We have Gemini energy here, and possibly Capricorn. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. There's going to be a conversation. Five of Pentacles with someone you've been disconnected with. Keeps coming back to the same thing. There's been a disconnect here. Been feeling in poverty or feeling in lack since we've been apart. It's time to come back together again and maybe invest in something. A friendship, a love. The King of Cups is here as well. Let's clarify a little bit. Tell me what's coming up for Libra, please. Tell me about the deep knowing. It's like even though it was an illusion, it was confusing, you were overly emotional, you had a deep knowing that this was going to happen, and you never lost it. And that's the hard part with having the deep knowing, being the Pisces, having the deep knowing, because you know that it's going to happen, but sometimes it won't happen for 10 years. You just always have the deep knowing. I'm a Pisces moon, and that's why I know that energy. It's like if you have Pisces energy, it's like you just know, like you know your name, your first and your last name. You knew the situation was going to work out. You just didn't know when. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's do this. We've got the Three of Pentacles. We've got the Five of Pentacles. Take the top one. We've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Somebody was not being honest with you. As they disconnected from you, they were not honest with you. And I think it really hurt you. I think it did. I feel like we're talking about a friendship here. And the Three of Pentacles is about somebody that you know that's in your life, in your wheelhouse, right? Somebody who's at work, somebody who's a friend, somebody who lives in your community. It feels like you're disconnected from that person now, and you have a deep knowing that things were going to come back together, but you just didn't know when. Somebody was hiding something. They weren't being honest with you about something. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. What was this person not being honest about? The Queen of Swords, this person was not being honest about clarity, about honesty. I feel like they got misinformation from somewhere. It's like this person watches you from a distance. We do have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, they watch you from a distance. And I feel like this person here is somebody who's now deciding that they want resolution, that they're willing to reconcile, that they kind of want to let go of the resentment, or whatever the situation is, they want to let go of it. And they're choosing to avoid conflict. They're choosing to come forward to avoid conflict. But I feel like somebody's been watching you to know when the right time is. Tell me about this Judgment, please. First, tell me about the message in a bottle. What's the message? Got the Hermit 3 times. So look, we're right at the end of cycles. This is like, it does feel like it's fairly around the corner for you. We're at 9s, right? 10s are the end of the cycle. So it could be possibly in a couple of weeks. For some of you, it might be in the week ahead if you're on this timeline. We do have the Hermit here. We have the Sun. And we have the Moon. So you now know why you had to be In hermit energy, you know why you had to spend time alone, spend time gaining wisdom, going over details, figuring yourself out. You now understand, or you've had a breakthrough with a realization. That's what this message in a bottle is. When the message comes in, it makes everything make sense again. The moon energy is here. It's like things aren't as they seem. You knew that things weren't as they seemed. You had a deep knowing, right? Because the 7 of Cups was here. You knew that it just was off. You knew that what you were feeling and what you were seeing were 2 separate things. So you're going to be forced to make some sort of a decision here. And I feel like the decision is coming with some sort of revelation or a breakthrough, because the sun is here casting light on everything. I want to say for somebody here, something is changing overnight. Like, boom, it's changing overnight from the moon to the sun. We go from the darkness to the light, boom, just like that. It's like, it's a quick change of some sort. Tell me about the Judgment card, please. We have the Death card. We have the 4 of Wands in the reverse. We have the Knight of Cups. This is somebody that you do have feelings for, or if you don't have feelings for them any longer, this person does have feelings for you. But I feel like this is somebody that you had an ending with, and I want to say that everything has changed. A lot has changed. Since you saw them last, everything has changed because the Death card is here. We do have the 4 of Wands in the reverse. This person could be a member of your family, someone who you felt was like a member of your family, so a very close friend. But it also could be somebody that you used to live with, or somebody that you used to be in a relationship with. Tell me about the Hermit here. I think the Hermit is telling you that there's a quick change that's coming here, and I feel like you just need to be on point with your wisdom. Your psychic energy. Tell me why the Hermit is here. We have the 4 of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Cups, and we have the Temperance card. Now, Treasure Island, there's a treasure on the back of the turtle. I feel like you've been seeing signs at this point. I feel like later in the week, next week, that you'll be seeing signs from the universe that balance is about to show up here. And if you are feeling regretful or sad about some sort of stable situation that turned into sadness, then I think that you've been receiving signs that something is about to show up here. Treasure Island, it's something that you really value. We do have the 6 of Swords, we do have the Justice card, and we do have the King of Swords. So it is bringing something into balance. It does feel like you moved on from somebody or something here, and somebody is coming in to tell you the truth about something. What's the truth? The truth is that they're very exhausted from trying to manifest love. I think they're trying to manifest you. Tell me about the 6 of Wands. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. I like it. What's changing is the 4 of Pentacles. Shut off, shut down, not sharing. I feel like that's changing, and it's turning into some sort of expansion. Somebody here has decided to become and be very vulnerable with you. We do have the Chariot, and we have the 6 of Wands. They are both about victory. This is about getting victory in a balanced way, right? The dark and the light Sphinx are about the feminine and masculine energies. A feminine and a masculine are about to come together here. That's what it feels like. And I feel like somebody here is going to take a leap of faith after getting a lot of clarity about what to do next. Wow, look at that. The Ace of Swords is clarity, an aha moment, realization or triumph. We've got the Page of Wands, which is, I'm getting on this new path. I'm excited. It's a super exciting message that arrives to you about a new beginning. And so take it for as it resonates for you. For some of you, it's the King of Cups that's making you very happy, or it's a very deeply emotional connection that you've been missing for a long time. And it might be years since you've seen this person. It doesn't have to be romantic because the King of Cups is full of love, but this person I also see as someone who's a father or a mother, someone who could be a patriarch or a matriarch, right? But the Wheel of Fortune is here. Everything's about to change. So everything that you knew the way that it was, I feel like everything is about to change and expand. And I feel like what's changing is the 4 of Pentacles. We're no longer going to be closed off or shut down and not sharing with each other. What's changing is now we have movement. The Chariot's here. We have victory. And I feel like you are going to have victory here with whatever it is that you're supposed to act as if. And I think that's the reason that this is coming in, because I feel like, when the part that we miss is like we keep asking for things like it's a wish list when it comes to manifestation, but it's not a wish list. You have to act as if you already have it. And I think you've been doing that. So I think that this is a surrender. Card number 12. I feel like card number 12 being Piscean energy is the deep knowing. We go from the end of the reading back to the beginning. It's a deep knowing. We do have the Knight of Wands. It's coming in for some of you pretty quick. What do we have under here? We do have the Seven of Cups. What's coming in really quickly is going to be clarity on this illusion or this confusion, because somebody is about to show up as the star. There's going to be nothing that you will question after this. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you, Libra, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.